Coke.
Yeah. So, I think most people listening to this, there's about 10 of them. They all know who you are already. But there's a bunch of people on the gram.
Is this live?
No.
Okay.
That do not know. We would never do this live.
I was going to say this.
No. The amount of edits that Brian and I have had to make, even though we say we never edit, there have been edits. By edit, I mean like, hey, let's not post that whole video. You know, you've hung out with Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Have you ever just had a conversation with him and then been like, whoa, I shouldn't have had that conversation?
Or I received a conversation I shouldn't have had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Straight call out. All right, so I'm going to jump into some of the Instagram questions. You're probably going to know who asked some of these, but we don't reveal that information.
I'll
show you after.
No idea.
First question. How do you make amazing eggs?
That's a great question. Not really.
For those of you who don't know, he is a chef.
A chef.
By trade. So his eggs are all right. Anyway, how would you make an amazing egg? Give us the rapid fire steps to making. If someone's watching this right now, Emerald style.
Well, I'm not going to get too complicated because they shouldn't be. But it depends on what kind of egg you want. Are you a scrambled egg person? You know.
Let's say we're a scrambled egg person.
It's three ingredients.
It's Yuba City. So
3 ingredients for a good scrambled egg. A good egg, good amount of butter, and some salt. That's it. And you just go low and slow if you have time. You can go really fast with it, but it kind of takes a little more practice. You really got to just keep it moving for a good scrambled egg.
If you have time, what does that mean? Like 5 minutes?
No, it doesn't. 5 minutes is pretty long for a scrambled egg. A good minute and a half on medium heat with some butter in the pan.
How much prep time?
Just stir it.
Excluding the chicken part.
If you're good at cracking eggs, a couple seconds in the bowl, and then you need to really whisk that egg until there's no. It's all got to be homogeneous. You just want to have a yellow liquid in your bowl. No streaks of white or that clear albumin.
So you're ashamed of how I do my eggs?
You should be ashamed of how you do eggs.
Okay. Does Hyro do eggs?
I have no idea. Does he just eat them? Yeah. He looks like the kind of guy that would just
eat an egg.
Eat the egg in the checkout carton at the store.
So what you're saying is right now it's 11:56. By 12, I could have an amazing egg.
I don't know how fast your pans heat up, but yeah, you could.
Next question. You know who asked that one?
No.
Really?
Nope. Say it. Say his name.
That was Wyatt. You say his name.
Say his name.
Okay, are there any I know what this person means, but are there any similarities between jits and food? I think what they meant is, are there any similarities between, doing jujitsu and chefing?
I would say there's a strategical application behind both. Some people call it the creativity aspect of each jiu-jitsu and cooking. I think when some people talk about things being a more creative job, they really just don't know how to say it's a strategy based, because they're one and the same. So to have a really good kitchen or a really good team, you have to have a really good strategy. If you want to have a really good jiu-jitsu game, you got to have a really good strategy. And that's where I think they kind of connect. But also, if you want to get more artsy about it and say it is more creativity, I think a lot of the kitchens that I've worked in and menus that I've created and dishes that I've made, it's all what I call cooking from the hip, kind of like what you know, what you like, and then making it approachable. And I think that's kind of how a lot of people roll in jiu-jitsu. The longer they're there, the more they kind of develop this style of, maybe I don't have a specific game or style that I want to train or go for in my jiu-jitsu career, but I'll kind of just shoot from the hip as it's very scenario based. That would be my answer to, are there any connections between the two?
Who do you keep looking at over there?
Looking at this beautiful orchard, man. The leaves blowing.
It's pretty nice.
A couple oranges left on the trees out there.
I think that makes sense. Follow-up question. Who's better at their craft, you or Jake?
I don't like these divisive,
I like them.
dividing questions.
I like them.
No comment. Not gonna say it.
Since it's high, is
That-
that a passive way of saying?
It's
Are,
weird.
I guess here's the question then. How I would phrase it. I understand what they're asking, but are you a black belt in the kitchen?
Oh man, no.
What?
I'm also feel like maybe I have a
Imposter syndrome?
Nah,
Because I've had your food, man, and I've been around, like, food-wise. It's pretty top-notch. I think anyone who's had your food knows that.
I try to maintain some humility in the game.
Humility?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, I'm the #1 cook.
There's a lot of horrible black belts out there.
There's a lot of terrible celebrity chefs, you know? Some of them sell expensive pans with PFEs and toxic chemicals in them.
What's your height and weight?
That seems like a really abstract question that doesn't really apply to this
Sounds like
podcast.
someone's trying to steal your identity.
I'm 6'4", 235 pounds.
That's dry weight, too. That's like...
And then I wake up and I'm 5'8", 136 pounds.
Why are you so much smaller than Jake? That's a real
Oh,
question.
man. Well, there were
Dude,
actually...
I will say, that same person also asked, did Jake get all of the nutrients from birth? And that just makes me think that they don't understand how, like, that's a twin scenario. We're not twins. There's
twins.
2 sets of nutrition when you have kids 3 years apart.
One of us is more handsome than the other. But,
Why are we such a different size? We do have the same parents.
I don't know. I don't put muscle on or weight on very well. There's probably something wrong with me genetically. Or right. Maybe I'll live longer.
It's because you're drinking the Coke Zero. I'm drinking the regular Coke.
Maybe.
It's probably
Maybe.
it.
No, I mean, I did a lot more random physical activities. And I also, like, played more video games in high school and stuff. Whereas when you were more actively lifting weights and stuff, I was just, like, playing baseball, playing golf. And then, yeah, I don't know.
You got that golfer bod.
I got that golfer bod.
Nice. With a touch of baseball bod.
I've got that walk around back and forth in a small kitchen bod. Like, toned and conditioned, but...
And I got a question.
Not really
Why
fun.
do... It seems like either chefs are either, like, jacked or fat. Why is there no in-between?
Or fat.
Yeah.
Why there is in between. You're looking at it.
No.
I'm right in between.
Are you? You're pretty muscular.
I'm just a toned build.
You're
like
like,
a small guy.
you're a fit person. You know,
I fit places, yeah.
if you're thinking in your head of all the chefs that you know, are you saying there's a lot of, like, normal-bodied chefs? Because I feel like the spectrum is, like, really, really big person chef
It's hard
or
to say.
relatively fit person chef.
I've worked for every type of chef. So the one thing I will say is that 99% of chefs do have tattoos. That's an interesting cultural impact. Like, even the ones that would have previously said, I'll never have a tattoo, end up with multiple.
Ah, and thus we have found the connection between jiu-jitsu and chefing.
That's tattoos.
It's tattoos. That's the crossover. That's the link.
I think the more hardened and weathered people become, the more they don't know where to put their emotions. They put it in ink.
You got anyone you want to shout out that's done some tattoos on you?
Kyle Walker, Even Keel Tattoo, San Diego. If you ever are considering your first tattoo, Even Keel is for
Yes.
you.
To the 10 people in Yuba City that listen to this podcast, Even Keel Tattoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you go on a nice vacation down to San Diego and you want to do something fun and different, they're the best. They're the best.
Which ones has he done on you?
He's done this big rabbit piece and this rose here for me, but pretty much everybody in that shop has done a tattoo on me.
Has Denny done one?
Denny did my my portal aliens on my
Nice.
ankle.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of Yuba City, why are there no good restaurants in small towns? And this is important. This was put in parentheses. Like Yuba City.
Like Yuba City.
Yeah.
It's a it's kind of a long question because I mean you guys just got an Olive Garden, right?
4 years ago.
That's pretty. It's past 2020.
We got a
and
Hobby
you got
Lobby.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
I did. I saw
Hobby
it.
Lobby.
I bet it's the talk of the town.
People now are having hobbies.
That's great.
Yes.
Love to see that.
Yeah.
No, it's a weird question because there's so much of this country's awesome produce and livestock and food that's grown and readily available right here, but you don't really see it on like a micro restaurant or a smaller scale because you've got populations that don't really have the means or want to spend the money on a meal that takes an investment in time, which
Talk
is that
plainly, sir.
that finer dining style or that heightened restaurant experience. It's not really ready to be implemented in a town where the majority of people that could afford it would go and spend money on it.
We're priced out.
Well, when restaurants go in and they think about opening a new spot and they're really doing market research, what they're looking at is what are the people in that town financially capable of, and what are they okay spending their extra income on
Discretionary
funds on, yeah. And one of the things they look at is like a percentage of college graduates is maybe one parameter that they look at because statistically, people that go into higher learning get into higher paying jobs, etc., and they'll have more discretionary income and where they can spend it. Now, I'm not saying you can't open a great, nice restaurant in a town like this and really capitalize on good food margins, like low cost ingredients, and then applying some cool techniques to it to make them heightened and more delicious and an experience people haven't had before. But in a small town like this, where there isn't a lot of culinary influence and culture booming, it's still a little too rural for outside people that want to cook and serve lots of food and interesting food to lots of people. It might be just a little too soon. Like this town is growing. You can see it.
So you're talking like fine dining, right? Because there's a ton of like culture-backed food here. If you think about the Indian food, the little tandoori spots and stuff.
Oh, I'm not saying there's no good.
And there's a lot of good Mexican food in Yuba City, like a lot.
There is
all really
undeniable. Good. I mean, I live right down by the border of Mexico, and it's an unlimited supply of delicious Mexican food.
But there's like not often, even in a big city, there's not often like a fine dining Indian restaurant or a fine dining Mexican restaurant, or is that something I just have missed?
Fine dining is a weird sector of the food industry. There's not a lot of fine dining, and a lot of people's experience of fine dining or elevated dining is still kind of like maybe a chain restaurant like Ruth's Chris or something like that, where it's considered fine dining, which it is, but the main thing that they capitalize on is consistency. They do the same thing every time.
Ruth's Chris always tastes like Ruth's Chris. And going back to how this question is phrased, why are there no good restaurants? So maybe I accidentally made it about like fine dining as fine dining being a good restaurant, or maybe you did.
We both did.
It's his fault.
I was gonna circle back to let's
define a good restaurant. Question. Yeah, okay. Is there a good restaurant in Yuba City? Thinking back to the times you've spent here and eaten here.
Man, that's a good question.
I could throw a couple out that I think are pretty good.
I'm kind of easy to please. Chefs aren't like constantly eating, fillets and foie gras at home. Like I eat like dinosaur chicken nuggets and, whatever is not going bad in my fridge. I'll just like my buddy Avery and we call it guy slop. It's just kind of like whatever is in there, you just...
Sorry, what do you eat mostly?
Yeah, you heard me.
What's it called?
Guy slop.
How much of your diet is guy slop? Guy slop. Guy slop.
25%.
It's too much.
25. One out of every 4 days.
Tell me more.
Um,
Keep going. Now I see why Brian's always getting up and he's like, oh, I hope it's recording. Oh, no. Just kidding. We're good. Guy slop. You were at Guy slop. Pick up from Guy slop.
that's a weird place to pick up because I'm still kind of walking away from the question. Let's try to answer the question.
Good restaurants in Yuba City.
I haven't really lived here in over a decade. Visiting occasionally, and I usually cook when I come back to some degree. Good restaurant in Yuba City that I remember. I remember when I was like 10 or like around that age, let's say 8 to 13. The Refuge had a good thing going for it, where it seemed like they had a chef and a company that cared about the food.
Refuge was bomb.
I haven't been there. I know it's changed.
Big change.
Multiple
I haven't
times?
been either since it changed.
Yeah, but that's such a big spot in Yuba City to not have a full parking lot. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'd be curious.
You mean for their lot to be empty all the time?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm sure they got a big kitchen, and I'm sure...
Yeah, they used
maybe
to do
overhead
weddings
is
and
huge.
things there.
Yeah, I'm sure they still do.
So, definitely big revamp.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It is now... It is now known for blending American and Indian cuisine, offering dishes like butter chicken, lamb chops, and burgers in a stylish setting with a full bar and outdoor area. Some sources indicate it's closed. Others show recent activity. Maybe it's a front. It explained the part.
I will say, let's get back to the question. Why are there no good food options? It depends what falls under your category of good food. But also, the food industry is really hard because it's a lot of work, and when you start, you can't really afford to pay people the way you want to pay them. And when you can't pay people the way they should be paid or want to be paid, you can't really extract the level of effort out of them that you really need to succeed and to be organized and consistent, which is what makes a restaurant good. And it usually takes somebody or a couple people really breaking their backs, like literally breaking their backs.
Literally?
Literally breaking their backs. I have terrible back issues from...
We have again drawn a bridge between jiu-jitsu and chefing.
Yeah, I'm 30 and I have basically sciatica.
You have an 80-year-old back?
Yeah, I do. And it's because it takes one person willing to make their restaurant or their kitchen their new family, because you're there, 14 to 16 hours a day, sometimes 7 days a week for months and months and months and months and months in a row before you get...
To get it off the ground?
To get it off the ground, and also just to roll with the waves of the restaurant industry, which is turnover. People come and go. People don't want to do the work, or they get tired or bored. It usually takes a max of 2 years before I kind of get burnt out at a restaurant or of doing a specific menu over and over. It's just the way my brain works. I have to change it up. But that's the hardest part of finding a restaurant with a good place to eat, because it's really rare. It's like a unicorn to find somewhere that works. They're making money. They're able to be consistent and pay people fair wages, and it's just and pay their bills. California is one of the hardest places to operate a business, especially food.
So I think what Taylor Preus, San Diego, is trying to say is that we don't have good restaurants here because we lowly Yuba City uncultured folks just don't deserve them. I think that's what he's trying to say. I'm just gonna clip that.
You guys are getting there. You're getting there.
Oh my god, we're getting there. What are your goals with food? I think again they probably mean, what are your goals with chefing or restauranteering?
I think just having a hand in concept design with food is kind of where I'm heading. So,
well, people have been eating food forever, so you're saying there's still something left to discover?
In other parts of California where it's a little higher population, there's so many food offerings that people are always looking for something maybe not looking, but expecting something that's not repetitive in terms of a concept. Like there is, 500 pho shops in San Diego, and they're all pretty. A lot of them are very similar, and that's great. It's consistent, but places that want to be successful and turn and burn, kind of get off the ground quick, are places with a solid concept design that's unique and different and exciting for new customers. And in this culture that we have of TikTok and Instagram, where you're seeing these crazy adaptations to food and beverage on a daily basis, hourly basis, people coming up with all these crazy ideas, food concepts, um, robotic Korean barbecue places. It's hard to find that niche, and I found a pretty good formula of success for it in helping people differentiate their menus, their food offerings, and kind of curtailing their margins, capitalizing on low cost foods, but greater technique to offer something great to the customer and still be able to make money.
Like at the Blue Whale.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. That was a really fun startup. Had a lot of good time there, actually.
Yeah, I still go. We just went a month ago. I'm gonna go in 3 days. It's probably the first place I'll go Friday morning is to get one of those lavender lattes because they're delicious.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So I have a question. I didn't even submit one, but I have one. When you say like food concepts or conceptualizing and talking about creativity and stuff, when we went to Disney World with Mom for her birthday, that was the most, like when I lived in Monterey, Pacific Grove, it was constantly, I had a lot of industry people as clients, so always going to some kind of restaurant, but it did kind of feel like more of the same. You have your like entry level fish hoppers and stuff, super good. Then you have like the sardine factory where they elevated a little bit. They add the there's a dress code, there's like a speakeasy style little bar, the music, and then they have a maitre d like attending to you. Then you crank it up another notch and you have like aubergine and all of that, and after a while it's very like rinse and repeat. Someone would say, hey, we're gonna go to this restaurant, and even not hearing, like, I've never heard of it, but just who's asking you that it's super high end, you're kind of like, all right, it's gonna be 3 or 4 hours of the same as the others. When we went to Disney World, this sounds silly, but that's the first time where I've been like, oh, if you actually like take a restaurant and make it thematic, it's very different from like other restaurants. Like an Applebee's is a Chili's, is an Olive Garden, almost.
Is an Outback Steakhouse.
But like when we went to Spaceship Earth, is that what it was called?
I think it was something.
That was cool.
Space 1000.
The theme was outer space.
Yeah.
Like
it's also Disneyland.
It is
with unlimited money to make whatever they want.
That's true.
But
super cool. But
it was inspirational for a concept.
When we went to what was the really wild one? The 12-course.
Oh, I keep forgetting that.
Albert and
something? The Alberts.
I thought I was.
I don't know how I forgot the name.
That was crazy.
Great dinner.
Yeah, and even like back at where we stayed, where it was I don't know what you call that kind of cuisine, not Moroccan. They didn't like they had no leeway with their menu. It's like,
oh yeah,
these are the flavors you're gonna get. You cannot.
It was an East African place.
It was delicious. Yeah, and it was cool because it's all, you're not looking around and there was no one there that had ordered like, oh, can I get like spaghetti or Alfredo instead, or could I? It's like, no, this is the food we do.
That's my dream. Is I'd love to open a restaurant called No Mods, so all you picky eaters can just stay at home, and you eat what you eat, and that's it. Sorry. That's a chef's dream. I'll tell you, that's probably 3/4 of the chef's dream out there, is to just make what they want to make, and they don't have to change anything. It's exactly given to you the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, so give me an example. I walk into Nomads, and what are the main...
Actually, it's kind of cool. It sounds like Nomads.
Say trademark so no one trade.
TM. Verbal trademark. Got that from the office.
So, so I walk into No Mods. What do I order? Guy slap?
Could be on the menu.
The
I
mess?
might have a new title.
So it's lunchtime at No Mods. Tell me what's one thing I could order. Just what's one thing I say that I
It's
order.
lunchtime at No Mods.
Yeah. What if I order a cheeseburger? Or do you have cheeseburgers?
Every
Is it
restaurant's
really No
kind of gotta
Mods?
have a.
Is a cheeseburger No Mods?
If you don't allow people to change it. If you say I'd like the hamburger, please, and it clearly says cheeseburger, that's a mod. You're not gonna get it.
You're not gonna serve it without
No cheese.
cheese on.
No. No. You gotta eat the cheeseburger because somebody went through the trouble of designing these flavors, putting them together, really working hard to do it exactly the way they want you to experience it, and then you tear it apart. And you're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that.
So what would happen if someone
Drives
ordered
me nuts.
the cheeseburger and it comes with the accoutrement? What's on the cheeseburger? So we got a bun, we got a burger, we got cheese.
Yeah, we'll just keep it simple.
What else is on there? Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle?
Let's just think of it as like a Krabby Patty.
Okay. So what happens if someone orders it, it's delivered, and you see them, God forbid, scraping the cheese off of the burger? Are they banned?
I think I defer to the Marco Pure White technique, which is they don't pay their bill. They don't have to pay their bill. It's whatever they ordered, we're going to eat that cost. But their table's cleared and they're asked to leave. I think that's kind of the flex, statement you have to put on your shop. That's upholding a standard that you want to be known for.
So Brian and I have these conversations sometimes about what we could do that would lead to a review, and then what people think when they see a review. So it's like, if I looked up your restaurant and I read the review on there was 1 star, I'm going to read it. It's a 1-star review. And it says, I scraped the cheese off my cheeseburger. They banned me. Or they kicked me out.
Yeah.
A lot of people would not go there when they read that, but those aren't the people you want, right? You want the people that are going to read that and be like,
they're going to say, hell yeah, should be kicked out. Those are the people I want, because they're going to come and get what they want.
What's the price of a cheeseburger at No Mods? $14?
Oh, I mean, that's pretty low for San Diego. Okay, the prices are different from up here to down there. So I'm gonna
$22.
I'm gonna knock some people's hats around when I say what a cheeseburger at like a medium upscale restaurant would be. It's probably like $24 to $28. Don't worry, you get fries. Typically,
potato costs hardly.
No, it depends. It depends on what the burger is. If it's like a smash burger, you can price that pretty low.
Can you imagine buying a $24 cheeseburger, scraping the cheese off because you're lactose intolerant?
You just scrape $1 off your cheeseburger.
They clear your table.
Or like $3 off your cheeseburger.
Moving on. Makes sense. I would not eat at No Mods.
You're not welcome at No Mods.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm not gonna be there. What's the most? Use your brain here. I don't want to have to make any edits.
It's pretty hard for me to use my brain most days. So.
What's the most embarrassing thing about your brother Jake?
Oh. How okay can we keep? What's the viewer discretion parameter? Is this like a TVY kind of thing? A PG-13?
I would think like PG-13. I'm almost positive some of our real spread thin relatives find their way to this podcast here and there. I've heard some people say, hey, I saw your video come up on YouTube and I watched it. And I'm instantly panicked because I'm like,
well, I don't
even watch them. I just say the things and we post the things.
I was going to say he's got a micro pig in the back. He's actually got 2 of them.
Dude, those are adorable.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Those are the cutest. And also now people are going to come try to steal my micro pig. I see what you did there.
That was a good reach, obviously. It's pretty cool. I thought that was clever, but I don't know how much anybody should pay attention to this podcast, because the 2 of us, we just kind of devolve into the 2 little kids try not to laugh in church mentality, which is like fart jokes and funny noises and weird looks at each other.
Yeah, ironically, it is a Sunday afternoon.
So this conversation will devolve.
It has devolved.
Digress.
Digivolve.
But I I didn't expect. I was told yesterday about this podcast, and here we are. And I don't train a lot of jiu-jitsu that you guys know of.
You're pretty good for not having trained, like hardly at all.
I just kind of put coconut oil on myself and stay slippery. That's my tactic.
In general, that's not
Because
has nothing to do with jiu-jitsu. Just in general, he's a coconut oiled up.
I like to smell good.
Yeah.
Especially on the mats. And it's, keeps away the...
You think coconut
Staff.
oil smells good?
It does. It smells like coconuts.
The hairy part of the coconut or the inside?
No, like processed coconut oil. Like the fat of
Yeah,
the
I'm saying you
coconut.
said it smells like a coconut. Have you ever smelled a coconut?
Yeah.
The hairy part or the inside? They smell very
Typically
different.
the coconut flesh. I've smelled the coconut flesh.
Please don't call it flesh.
That's what it's called.
It's not a human. It's not an animal. Is it alive?
What do you call the edible part of any fruit? Fruit?
The meat?
Yeah, there you go.
The fruit meat?
The fruit meat?
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
It's the flesh of the tomato. It's the flesh.
Just makes me think of like orcs, you know?
Yeah, it's back on the menu, boys.
Man flesh. We feast. Shame.
Nerd.
See how he dodged that embarrassing question about his brother because he knows I'll throw him on the ground?
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about.
That's okay. We can move on.
Something embarrassing. Man, I can't think of any really good ones. You're pretty well-rounded.
Thank you.
Specifically, your spine.
Oh, that's so rough. Well, we have the same genes, probably. You just have the smaller version of it. But someone said, you have a band, bro. I think what they meant is, do you have a band?
I do play. Before I started cooking as my main endeavor, yeah, I've played a lot of music, and it escalated into being parts of a band thanks to my fiance, Zoe Jones. Shout out Zoe Jones. Amazing piano player, incredible singer. That's a hashtag. Hashtag Zoe Jones.
Nice.
Not a gang sign. Yeah, she's incredible. Without her, I would not have become a better musician and be able to hang with the people that I do now. And that's worth its weight in gold. Or Bitcoin, if you want. But yeah, I play in a band previously known as the B Sections, now called the B Line.
When did that happen?
We rebranded a couple months ago. People, I guess some people felt like B Sections was too close to C Sections, which was off-putting, I guess. I think C Sections are an amazing technological feat, or medical feat, both. Save a lot of lives. But yeah, we're now called the B Line. You can find our music on Spotify, and YouTube. I play guitar mostly. But yeah, it's all like funk music you can't be mad at, and I still play as much as I can when I'm not working, which is a medium amount of playing throughout the year. I like to stay flexible.
We're gonna play a game.
Let's play a game.
I am looking at a list of restaurants in Yuba City.
Let's play a game.
In your best... Wow, there's more restaurants than I realized.
That's one thing this town has going for it is if you did have somebody here that wanted to open a good restaurant, you can do it at 30% the cost of doing it where I live.
In your best Gordon Ramsay style, I would like you to give me a one-liner off the dome, fast as you can, about these Yuba City restaurants. I think you'll have been to most of them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm going to try to be... Gordon Ramsay's not nice, so...
I think everyone knows who he is.
he is nice.
We have television in Yuba City.
I know, but when I reply, I'm replying through him.
Okay.
Which he's pretty mean. So if somebody who works or runs or operates these restaurants, there's no disrespect. I probably haven't been there in a while.
I thought my Coke had a power button.
Shameless plug for Coca-Cola.
That's pretty close.
Could you imagine if it did, though? What would it power?
Diabetes.
Dang. Type 3 starts here.
Okay, so it's not even really a podcast. This whole thing is just I'm just trying to get you to talk trash about Yuba City restaurant, so I can just clip those out and leave them as reviews.
That's not my MO. And I'm recording all of this on audio.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Happy Viking.
Oh, like Gordon Ramsay. Shit.
It has 81% recommendation in Yuba City. Just saying. Are you ready?
People like to drink.
City Cafe.
Needs finesse.
Needs finesse?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
As Gordon Ramsay?
No, that's Taylor Preus.
Okay.
Because we've been there a few times. I think it's pretty good.
I think when I've eaten there, their portions are just... I'm not nitpicking here. Their portions are extremely large, which they could dial it back and focus a little bit more on flavors and presentation than just trying to please people with large amounts of food.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, and you'll go through less to-go boxes.
That was direct. He's speaking to you. That's hilarious. The Ranch House.
Man, I haven't been there in a while, but I remember them being...
As Gordon Ramsay, please.
Where's the lamb sauce? No, I haven't been there in probably 8 years. They should lean harder into just being a steakhouse.
I think they have. They partnered with, or maybe they didn't partner, but they're now.
Oh, you know what? I did hear that. I think Mr. Post and Mr. Donenfeld went in on that together, if I'm not wrong. Which I grew up with both of their kids playing baseball. Great people. If anybody knows them and they need consulting help,
Great people.
I know some people.
They're the best.
I don't know. Everybody knows it. No, I think Yuba City could use another date night spot with prime meats. If they don't have... I think they could lean in, because of this area, into things beyond beef, which is readily available pretty much everywhere. Duck, pheasant, maybe a little more game that's inspired by the buttes and the country life.
Food truck idea. Guy slop. It doesn't sound like words anymore. We've said it enough times, it doesn't sound like words. The highest rated restaurant on Yelp in Yuba City. Gold Rush Billiards.
What's that?
We've been there a bunch of times. They have sandwiches.
Is that the one by
by Brock's Ice Cream?
Papa Murphy's?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have food?
I guess that they're doing really well with pool hall food.
They do have cold beer and a surplus of pool tables. And they have Touch Tunes jukebox. So
Antonio's Quick Lunch, sir? Antonio's Quick Lunch?
Used to be better.
Whoa.
Used to be better. They expanded to that shop. Prices are still pretty good, but they used to be better. Those street tacos used to be better. Better marinades, better salsas. Well, their salsa was okay last time I was here.
Lumberjack's restaurant, sir?
Couldn't tell you.
Never been? Remember when it was a Lions?
Yeah.
And they brought you a bowl of cheese?
I got mac and cheese there when it used to be Lions, if anybody remembers that.
Yeah, I remember Lions.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I ordered macaroni and cheese. I was a child. And somehow the chef managed to smuggle one macaroni noodle into a bowl of melted cheese.
It was really weird. It's like they gave him just the bowl of throwaway cheese and put a noodle in it.
Or somebody thought this huge thing has to have noodles in it and just ladled it in there and somehow one noodle made it in. It was like right in the middle too, so it kind of felt like it was on purpose.
It was someone's last day. They were like,
Yeah.
Also, I'm an adult. I have had macaroni and cheese 3 times in the last week. I brought protein mac to jiu-jitsu, which is the bomb muscle mac. Shout
There's
out
the most
Muscle Mac.
embarrassing fact about my brother. He's had macaroni 3 times.
I ordered macaroni and cheese at the Owl Tavern in Grass Valley. Bomb. $16 mac and cheese, by the way. Super good. And then I had a side of mac and cheese at Chili's.
I don't know what it is about mac and cheese. I think it's because it made me sick so many times over the years as a child. It's just so heavy and so bad for you, but people love it. It's like the most American. It's the most Italian-inspired American side dish that you can make.
It's delicious.
Because there's pasta in it.
The lowest rated restaurant in Yuba City. Any guesses? You have been here. We've been here. A couple times. Bunch of times.
Can you give me like a general vicinity?
Dad really likes it.
Oh, man. Chili's?
Nope.
I love Chili's. Lowest rated restaurant. Is it a sit-down restaurant? Can you give me some clues? Or is it a drive-thru?
The second lowest rated is a steakhouse. Cool Hand Luke's.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yep. This one, if Cool Hand Luke's is a 3.2 star, this one is a 2.4 reviewed place.
2.4.
It's really big. It's massive.
Sizzler?
No.
I don't know how many big, massive places there are.
I think Dad's been kicked out of this place for eating too much of one thing.
Oh, the Yuba Buffet?
Now called the Tasty Buffet.
Oh, same thing.
And yes, our dad, I think, ate more crab than you're allowed to. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Or they wanted to charge him for double. You know, this is why you guys have 2.4 stars. Don't say all you can eat crab and then limit someone, you know?
Yeah. That... I remember when he got in trouble there. Because I wanted to go home. And I didn't even eat crab when that whole scenario went down. I don't really think he got kicked out. But...
No.
I do remember being there for more than a little allotted time at the bottom of the menu. Like, max time is 4 hours. It was probably around the 4-hour mark where I was
There's no way.
calluses
No
from
way.
cracking his crab for too long.
You know, I fed him a couple times in a row, napkin dipped in butter.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how our dad eats crab, like a machine, where he has to have his kids crack the crab for him. So we crack the crab, the meat comes out, you put it in the butter, and he eats it.
Yeah.
So we replaced the meat with napkins.
Shredded.
When we were kids.
We shredded the napkins, and they were like 1-ply napkins, so partially they dissolve, you know?
Just looked like amazing buttery crab meat.
Yeah. You pretty much do anything with butter, like an egg,
You enjoy it.
and it's going to be pretty good.
It's the most fiber you can eat in one bite, really. Recycled napkins. It's like 100% fiber.
Yeah.
Well, then again, we did saturate it in butter.
Either way, it's not good for you.
It's a tummy ache.
It's bad for your body.
Okay, we've been wrapping these up with talking about movies. So have you seen any good movies lately? Any you'd recommend to the people of Yuba City?
Oh, man. Not really.
Nothing, huh?
I'm trying to think of the
The
one
Mikey
that
Musumeci?
No. Ew. I don't know why I did that. I'm trying to think of the one that I watched recently. It's a classic Robin Williams. Where he's a Russian psychiatrist.
What?
Yeah. I can't think of the name. It was
He's
great.
a Russian psychiatrist?
Or a Russian doctor. I can't remember the name. Can I cheat and look it
Doctor,
up?
sure. Not Patch Adams?
No, not Pat Pat.
He's a doctor?
Give me a second.
Have you seen 1 Hour Photo?
Yeah.
Also, Robin Williams, super good. Pretty good.
Let's see.
Yeah, rest in peace, Robin Williams.
R.I.P. to the great. You know.
Did I sing a little boatman skit? Little man in the boat? No? I don't have to send it to you. I'll send it to you.
You have.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
Don't
think
Google
of this, I can't think of this movie. And it's not popping up. Maybe
I feel
I'm confused.
Did you make one up?
Maybe. I don't think I did, but... Is it Moscow on the Hudson? No. Maybe it is.
Okay, well, I saw the because I've seen everything else, so I finally went and saw the Housemaids. Housemaid?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I still don't know what it is. It's been out for I think 6 weeks or 7 weeks. It's that girl that everybody likes so much right now,
There's so many.
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, pass.
Yeah,
Boring.
it was probably the longest feeling movie I've seen since Fargo, except Fargo is good long, and this one is like it's probably how you felt towards the end of the 4 hour tasty buffet session. Is just like, how can he keep eating crab? I was just sitting there like, how can they keep doing this movie? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But I watched the whole thing, so I do not recommend. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. And that's because you have to give at least a number. So, nothing. We just watched Life. Can we recommend it? No.
Not to anybody who doesn't like crazy amount of swearing
Oh, yeah.
and vulgar language.
Yeah, it makes the movie, though.
It does make them. Well,
it's Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, like in their prime.
It's all of the comedy greats in one film. Not all of them, but I mean a lot of them.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bernie Mac, rest in peace. He's in there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. The big guy from Snow Dogs that got really skinny.
Is he from Snow Dogs?
I hope so. Either that or
Are you thinking of...
No, I'm not thinking Cuba Gooding Jr. He's in it too.
And he's canceled.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is canceled?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He was doing like a tangent Cosby. He was like piggybacking off of Bill Cosby's Blueprint.
He was roofing people?
I don't think it was I think it was a different strategy.
What was he putting it in their water and bread?
No.
Just bypassing the drinks altogether?
I think he was just luring people with money, like promised money and blackmail.
Yeah, hey, come with me. I've got talking dogs.
I actually don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
I feel like you might have just started some lore on Cuba Gooding Jr. Who could just be
When's the last time you heard of him?
Right now, an outstanding
Exactly.
citizen. I'm gonna look it up.
Because he's hiding.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up live. Oh, Dad just sent me a Facebook reel. Looks like someone playing
Dad,
chess.
get off of Facebook, man.
Get off Facebook, dude.
Too much time.
All of you,
Pretty
older
much,
adults.
Pretty much anybody that's on Facebook. Don't be on Facebook.
Get off Facebook.
It's so manipulative. It's very bad for your brain.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I have Instagram, but I still try to stay away from it.
Cancelado. Does that mean canceled?
Yeah.
My phone's starting to recommend things to me in Espanol. It's pretty good. Because I've been watching BoJack Horseman in Spanish. Dude, that show, here's what I've realized. Completely is nothing without Will Arnett's voice.
A lot of things are nothing without Will Arnett's voice.
Oh. I'm not even going to read that out loud, but that's a harsh sentence, bro.
When you settle, too. Yeah.
Wow, he settled the case. So, they used some strict language, Mr. Gooding Jr. He settled civil lawsuit, but I will say the case settled in 2023. It was filed in 2020. It happened in 2013. The woman was unnamed. Could have been anyone. Just saying.
Oh.
Broader allegations. Dozens of women coming forward of unwanted touching and other things. 2019 to 2022.
Man, people were really risking it all during COVID.
Dude, I never know what to think when, I don't know. Here's him in court.
Man, he looks weathered.
You know what he looks like?
He looks like
he did it. That's an I did it face.
It looks like he's still mushing those huskies and Snow Dogs.
Here's him after settling. He looks stoked. He looks so
He's settled,
stoked.
I guess.
Here's him. It looks like pushing himself in a wheelchair, but he's not. He's just getting out.
That is the exact position.
Yeah, dude. Whoever took these pictures in the courtroom, though. Look at. I mean, he is an actor, though. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'd be videotaping him in there and trying to catch some little micro expressions like this one. I'd like to know what they said there. All right. Well, this podcast is over.
I don't know if I did my job, but very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh, not bad.
Do we go again? We do a whole nother one?
No, that's perfect. 52 minutes.